Hello and welcome to the 12 Adoptable Pets of the Holiday Season. I'm Reagan from Corey Canine Massage, and Raxel is here too. And today we have with us Lindsay from the Parrot Sanctuary. Welcome, Lindsay.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Now, to start off with, if you would just give us a brief description of the Parrot Sanctuary, that would be great.
For sure. So the Parrot Sanctuary is Parrot Sanctuary Rescue in Toronto, Ontario. We've been operating for about 16 years. We're located downtown, and essentially we take in parrots of all sizes that are looking either for new homes or potentially a permanent home with us. We take them in from all different kinds of situations. People go through life changers, people become too elderly to care for them. Some of them have special needs that perhaps their families don't feel that they're able to meet easily. And so we do the best we can, obviously, to try to help them through those struggles. We do have some birds that stay with us permanently, some that stay with us during their rehabilitation, and then eventually, hopefully, many of them will be looking for their forever homes.
Right. And a couple of those parrots that are looking for forever homes are Fred and Kiss. Is that right?
That is right. So Fred and Kiss have been with us for quite a while. Fred is a Dusky Conure and Kiss is a green sheet Conure.
Mhm.
um, they've kind of an interesting backstory. Fred actually flew in through somebody's window.
Ooh.
They had birds already, and not really sure whether she escaped or how she came to be flying around their neighborhood. But she came in through their window. And given that they already had birds, they had plenty of experience, they were happy to care for her. Eventually, unfortunately, they became elderly and had to find homes for all of their birds. And so Fred came to live with us. Fred and Kiss actually met at the Parrot Sanctuary. Um,
Oh,
and that's how they came to be a bonded pair. Now, they are both girls. So, you know, um, and Kiss was surrendered just due to changing life circumstances for her original family. They're very closely bonded. Fred is a little bit older, so she's got some of those issues that come with age. A bit balding on her head doesn't cause her any distress, but happens as we get older. And Kiss sort of looks after her. Kiss is definitely the more outgoing of the two. And Kiss does like to sit on your shoulder and give you kisses. That's how she got the name.
that makes sense. So obviously, you said they're a bonded pair. They need to be adopted together.
Absolutely. Yeah, we wouldn't separate them. It can be a little bit tough sometimes to find a home, especially given that Fred is older. We obviously don't have an exact age for her, given how she came to be with her first family and then to us. But it is clear, from some of her feather loss, that she's on the older side of middle aged. Kiss is still a relatively young bird, and so that it can be challenging for people thinking about how maybe they would manage if Fred were to go before Kiss does, because that might be challenging for Kiss then to be an only bird.
Okay, so something to keep in mind for sure.
For
And
sure, yeah.
yeah, and along those lines, what is the ideal forever home or for these two?
They're quite easygoing birds in a sense, and they live in our small bird room in a mixed community of similar sized birds, and they can be a little defensive of their own cage, but beyond that, they'll share play gyms and hanging play areas very easily. They, can be trusted not to destroy the place, so you can leave them out of the cage just to enjoy flying around. They have a great diet. Some birds can be a bit funny about pellets or fresh food, but they eat all that excellently. The main thing is really just a family, obviously, that is understanding that Fred is a little bit older, and so she may just need some accommodations, going forward. Um, and a family that's comfortable with flighted birds. because
Okay.
they fly very well. They love to fly. It's a big part of their daily life. And so that just requires a little bit of monitoring management in case they want to go on the floor, in case people have cats or dogs, being mindful of doors, windows, ceiling fans. But generally speaking, I wouldn't say they have any particular special needs.
Okay.
It's very nice that there's two of them because, of course, some people, you know, have to go to work or they're a little bit busier. And so it is an advantage when you have two birds that get along so well.
Right.
If something comes up, you feel like, okay, well, they've got each other to spend a little bit of time with. Obviously, we want people to spend as much time as possible with the birds
Yes.
that they adopt, but it is always nice to know that, if the life comes up, that your bird's not sitting at home all by itself.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me today, Lindsay.
Thank you very much for having us. It's been a pleasure chatting with you, and thanks for featuring the birds at the Parrot Sanctuary. I know they're very grateful.
Terrific and absolutely and happy holidays.
Happy holidays as well.